Sometimes we are physically attracted to someone because there's something that we can create physically with them. It doesn't mean that we are going to be physically intimate or like sexually intimate. It actually just means that there's something that wants to be created. That could be art, that could be, it literally could be anything, like an idea that you have. I notice as now so much, like I can tell the difference, but in the past with myself and with others, I would notice that like how quickly we can like jump into relationships based on physical attraction, because our sexual and creative energy sits in the same place, right? Sits where our sacral energy center is, where our womb is, and just above our womb. So because that energy is like spiraling and activated, a lot of people just jump into, or like jump the gun and like jump into bed with each other, which is like, whatever, do you. But sometimes that's not always what is meant to happen. And also, just because you feel like a sexual attraction or creative attraction to someone also doesn't mean you're meant to date them. Like, I'm at this point where I find people connecting with me in a sexual way, or attract to me physically, and already have an idea of what they want the relationship to be like. And it's only just, they don't know me, it's only just based on physical attraction and that creative energy that's brewing. So I really challenge you to think, like, if you are physically attracted to someone, is it really what you think it is, or is it because there's something else there that could be created or has the potential to be created? I'm learning, I'm listening to my higher self, my intuition, my uri more, is allowing the divine to lead me into sacred union. And I don't go based off of physical attraction anymore, no matter how amazing someone could look. I guess that you would title that in the Western world as a sapiosexual. But I really just think I'm like a spirit-led person, or attracted to people based on their spirit. And important for us to figure out why we're attracted to people and how we're projecting that as well, because I also feel like people can really project, like the amount of times that people have called me their soulmate, or said that something along those lines has been like wild. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, where'd you get that information from? It's like, sometimes we just want someone to be our soulmate, and it's like not the vibe that's actually happening, or the reality. You know, we do have imaginations and they do like work. I was also thinking about how important it is as well, like, to have boundaries with our thoughts when it comes to our sexual energy. As a spiritual person, if someone is thinking about me sexually, or doing the act thinking about me sexually, I know a lot of the time I can dream it as well, especially if it's like intrusive and I'm not wanting that. So that's another thing that we need to be mindful of, is to be mindful of where our creative energy is going, where our thoughts are going on the day-to-day. And you can also be draining someone's life force by doing that physical exchange without their permission, you know. And as someone that does not do sex work anymore, that is a boundary for me. Yeah, so let's be more intentional with our sexual and energetic creative life force, and where it's going, and what we're thinking, and what we're using it for, how we're projecting it onto other people.